Chief Minister Biren Singh condemns brutal killing of 2 migrant workers in Kukching, confirms arrest of 7 militants and announces ex gratia. Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh leads Vijay Diwas tributes, says misinformation to central leaders delayed the necessary actions to resolve Manipur crisis. Manipur Speaker Thokchom Sethibatra expresses hope for positive response from Home Minister Amit Shah to curb Manipur violence. Kokomi Women's Wing serves 24-hour ultimatum for legal action against police commando in village volunteer killing. Demands unconditional release of arrested volunteers. Myra Paibi in Sabungkok confiscate and set ablaze large quantity of pan masala and tobacco products brought in 3 trucks. Police recover remaining stock. And visually impaired individual joined 31st day of relay hunger strike in Uripok, led by Unal and Ual, demanding justice for Jiribam terror attack and restoration of peace in Manipur. Hello, you're watching IS Primetime English News. I'm Jay Shainam, giving you the news in detail. Chief Minister Biren Singh today informed that 7 members of a militant outfit had been apprehended for interrogation in connection with the recent killing of 2 migrant laborers from Bihar. The victims, identified as 18-year-old Sunalal Kumar and 17-year-old Dasharat Kumar, were shot dead by unidentified assailants on Saturday evening while returning from their workplace. The incident occurred around 5:20 p.m. near the Panchayat office of Kukching-Wapagai route. Speaking to reporters on the sidelines of the Vijay Diwas celebration, Biren Singh mentioned that there was a strong suspicion of politically motivated groups being involved in the killings. He confirmed that the 7 individuals were being questioned to determine their involvement in the incident, expressing confidence that the culprits would be identified. In an earlier post on his X account, Chief Minister Biren Singh announced an ex gratia payment of 10 lakh rupees to each of the bereaved families. He reassured the public that all necessary efforts were being made to identify and apprehend those responsible for the killings. Additionally, he stated that, if needed, the case would be handed over to the National Investigation Agency (NIA) to ensure a thorough and fair investigation. The Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar had also expressed deep sorrow over the tragic killing of 2 migrant workers from Bihar. He had also announced an ex gratia payment of 2 lakh rupees each.
We have already picked up 7 UG group for one particular people work group, and interrogation is going on. Definitely we will find out the culprit who killed the innocent, that 2 laborers from Bihar. Already, as I told you, already 7 has been arrested, but it is related or not related, it will be confirmed only after the interrogation.
Manipur today joined the rest of the country in paying tribute to the martyrs who sacrificed their lives during the Indo-Pakistan War of 1971. At the Vijay Diwas observance held at the banquet hall of the 1st Battalion Manipur Rifles in Imphal, Chief Minister Biren Singh, along with ministers, MLAs, high-ranking officials and ex-servicemen, led the homage to the martyrs. The program began with an opening song by the artist of Sri Sri Bal Mukunda Dev Government Music College. In his address to the gathering, And Biren Singh emphasized the importance of unity, dedication, and sincerity in efforts to restore peace and protect both present and future generations during this critical period in the state. He stressed that elected representatives must avoid making mistakes, as even a single error could jeopardize the future and well-being of the people of the state. He further pointed out that certain agencies with vested interests were attempting to destabilize the government because it was not aligned with their preferences. He stated that elected representatives were being subjected to psychological threats. The Chief Minister also mentioned that the turmoil currently facing the state was a result of the suspension of operation agreement signed in 2005 between the government and organization with about 14 to 20 members. He emphasized that the wrong approach must never be followed, as doing so would endanger the future of generations to come. He called for firm decisions based on conviction and clear vision and urged for honest, sincere and dedicated efforts for the betterment of society and the nation. And Biren Singh also pointed out that some agencies were spreading misinformation to the central government regarding the ongoing crisis in the state. This politically motivated and biased information was creating confusion among central leaders, which in turn delayed the necessary actions to resolve the issue.
Commitment among pinasi highly by koigi soira karba mayang ngasi koi na sumthong na bhona risa masi koi intact tawge 1961 gi matung dalat illegal migrants in koi khantoke NRC tawge border fencing tawge FMR kathat ge koi gi leiriba mi sing sigi centered madugi special status sungsoi soi na bihan gani have kanan no pana chum no bitholo madugi commitment do long se group or share matam thana kun jahing horen ma khelo topic horen ma tawri bise pochak kharagi ni koina thengris masi aina mi sei tari ba khane se pochak kharasi gini pochak kharasi tawram dragi de koi kari koi future generation se
In a heartfelt tribute to the valiant sacrifices of the Indian Armed Forces, the Assam Rifles also organized a celebration to mark the 53rd anniversary of Vijay Divas in Imphal East and Tecnopal districts of Manipur. This significant day commemorates India's decisive victory in the 1974 Indo-Pakistan War, a conflict that demonstrated the strategic brilliance, bravery and resolve of the Indian Armed Forces, culminating in the creation of Bangladesh and the historic surrender of over 93,000 Pakistani soldiers, one of the largest military surrenders in history. In Imphal East, the event was held with great fervor and enthusiasm, attended by over 150 participants, including Assam Rifles personnel and civilians from various localities. The gathering united to honor the courageous soldiers who exhibited exceptional bravery and determination during the 1971 war. The day featured solemn ceremonies including wreath-laying at memorials, cultural performances, and the sharing of inspiring stories of sacrifice and heroism. Meanwhile, the 175th Rising Day of the first Assam Rifles was celebrated with great enthusiasm and community spirit at Shillong, marking a significant milestone in the illustrious history of the Sentinels of the Northeast. The day commenced with the ceremonial hoisting of the flag by the commandant, Colonel Bharat Bhushan Sharma, followed by a solemn wreath-laying ceremony to honor the valiant bravehearts who made the ultimate sacrifice in service to the nation. Veterans of the of the unit were also invited for tea and interaction, adding a touch of nostalgia and motivation marking the historic day. Additionally, celebrations were also organized with locals of Shalon village, wherein the event witnessed the active participation of over 200 civilians and local leaders, symbolizing the strong bond between the Assam Rifles and the local community. The highlight of the celebration was the vibrant atmosphere where cultural dances performed by local civilian children, showcasing the region's rich heritage and traditions. Speaking on the occasion, the Commandant 1st Assam Rifles reaffirmed the commitment of Assam Rifles to foster peace, development and security in the region. Conveying that he has met with Home Minister Amit Shah recently and apprised him of the ongoing 19-month-long violence in Manipur, Speaker of the Manipur Legislative Assembly, Thokchom Sekdabatra, expressed hope for a positive response from the Home Minister very soon. The Speaker made this statement during the release of the 2025 calendar titled Leng on the Be Path by the Athoba Singhi Liklam Thiba Loop, Manipur, at an event held today at his residence in Imphal. Sekdabatra emphasized that people's representatives are there to serve the public, not just to sit idle. He stated that he has been taking every possible step in consultation with the public to address the ongoing crisis. Speaking about the historical significance of Leng on the Be Path, the Speaker assured all possible support in preserving the biodiversity of the lake.
Ahoy si sum hamaga laina ba idong temyang yu na laki ba din nataba aduna kayo makara ahoy sa to so ang level da praja sing awa na si mai na kong ni hon si matau tai hai na khanje kanda ahoy awa ba yi pawdam si tamjeru bani adui matu na ma na thu matam da tabon no khapir khani hai na si tapi dei lo khapir khani na khanje adu yeng ki si hoy.
Security forces conducted extensive search operations and aerial domination in the fringe and vulnerable areas of both hill and valley districts in Manipur. During the operations, a significant haul of arms and ammunition was recovered there, including one 7.62 mm self-loading rifle, one 9 mm pistol, one single barrel, one double barrel, one pompey gun, 4 number 36 hand grenades, 4 Stardine 90 explosive, 4 electric detonators, 5 live 9 mm rounds, 3 live 7.62 mm rounds, 1 tube launching device, 3 number 36 hand grenade detonators, 1 Baofeng Motorola set, and 4 anti-riot shells from El Jangnom Phai and Freedom Hill in Kangpokpi district. To ensure the safe and free movement of essential goods, security forces facilitated the passage of 374 vehicles along National Highway 2. Strict security measures have been implemented at vulnerable locations, with security convoys provided for sensitive stretches. Additionally, 106 knockouts and checkpoints have been established across various districts in the state, with no detentions reported for violations as of yesterday. The women's wing of Kokomi has called for immediate legal action and determination of the police commando involved in the killing of 18-year-old village volunteer identified as Prem 2 days back at Salungpham, as well as the unconditional release of 6 other village volunteers arrested in connection with the incident. The group has threatened to launch intense agitations with public support if the demands are not met within 24 hours. According to Kokomi's women's wing, the young village volunteer was shot dead in cold blood inside a vehicle over an alleged rash driving incident, while 6 others were arrested. During a press briefing at their office in Imphal, convener Lyric Lema expressed deep frustration over the actions of the police commando responsible for the death. She emphasized that village volunteers have been playing a crucial role in protecting civilians from terrorist attacks, particularly when the security forces have been unable to do so. Lyric Lema further stated that the volunteers have even gone to great lengths to prevent bloodshed between the people and the state forces. She urged the state government to take immediate action, warning that failure to do so would lead to widespread public protests. Meanwhile, a sit-in protest was organized at Thoubal Mela Ground by the women of Thoubal Kuno, demanding the immediate termination of the police commando involved in the killing of a village volunteer and also the release of the 6 village volunteers. The protesters also shouted slogans condemning the actions of the state forces. During the protest, the mother of the deceased village volunteer expressed profound sorrow over the actions of the state forces. She questioned who would defend Manipur if such killings continue and called for legal action against the perpetrators. Seeking justice for her innocent son, she urged the people of Manipur to unite and support the cause.
Asumana sum tauraga di kanana Manipur se ngakadrino still post ki sum bahiam na thawom je kayam kui da tawbidino akoi di laira ba de suraga nu magi chabam thokpa saraga isa khara lai tamhalaga laibani ahiam ba paisa laiba te mission sanga laibana te hauji ma tam mission lai ta mi je hingba ya da ba ifibam da taw bojite ta sena pamjade ai zai misi je amukta di asum balanga jinje maya na to potopio maya na sarupya bio maya na ai zai da matamatin pambio.
A similar demonstration was also held today at Kumbi Kaitel in Bishnupur district, demanding the termination of the police commando involved in the killing of village volunteer Prem and end to killings among blood brothers and the transfer of the officers involved in the incident. The protest, organized by the Women's Wing of the Unified Peace Coordinating Committee, Kumbi, along with local residents, also called for the unconditional release of 6 arrested village volunteers, the repeal of AFSPA from Manipur, and the restoration of normalcy in the state. Speaking to media, the women protesters condemned the killing of the village volunteer by the police commando, emphasizing that such an act could not be forgiven. They argued that village volunteers were established to protect civilians as the security forces had failed to safeguard them from militant attacks.
State force ki mari lainaba officer amadi magi sipai sing maruina dandi piga dabani ahap pachara piga dabani makhoi gi damakta makhoi na thina ga do lana do mahut chilaga makhoi na thorak ta badugi maram moiraga akoi gi khun nga pa isa sing tholak ki bane haibase gyan ta biu aduga state force na mathau masak khangdana tawbadagi khun nga pa thorak ki bane ngasi state force na mathau chap chana tawramba taragadi akoi prajamiam se asi yong na waram boy I masen hana base matung da tawbiragano I masen matung da hana pa matam dadi akoi ju isa na lui haidana mama akoi gi akan ba lalong mama akoi ju silakari habase madi ai media gi thong da thamjage.
In response to the government's failure to address the deteriorating condition of Mayai Lambi Road, which has caused significant inconvenience and posed dangers to commuters, local residents have launched an indefinite roadblock protest. Under the leadership of Mayai Lambi Apunba Loop, along with local clubs and Mera Paibi groups, the protesters have blocked multiple locations along the road. The protest began at Langtabal left Awang Laikai, Langtabal left Makha Laikai, Langtabal, Puramakong, Hyangthang, Samuro, and Sekmaijing. The protesters have stated that they will continue their demonstration until the government initiates repairs on the road, emphasizing that the protest will persist unless concrete actions are taken to address the issue.
Kasi ako'y may lambi da bal kagjari ba sige maramdi may lambi si asuki matik pibam tina so asat awok lambi kaya ada kudong diba kaya amnange si sarkar da hanjan na hayap lokta sarkar na tabi dre aduna tungda awaba may malaka da bas legi koina sarkar na tabi da bas da amuana chemak na ba hayda na lambi banje kagjabani si makata na makoina koina hayda da bas yang midadi makata na banje dum satagi gani.
A large quantity of chewing pan masala and tobacco products brought in by 3 trucks were confiscated and set on fire by the Myra Paibi of Sabungkok under Yangon Popi police station in Imphal East. The incident occurred around 2 p.m. today when the Myra Paibi seized the goods at Sabungkok and set them ablaze at the locality's playground. Security forces arrived at the scene and attempted to prevent the burning, but were able to save only 1/3 of the total quantity. The preserved pan masala and tobacco products were recovered by the police. Eyewitnesses reported that the police stated a case would be registered in connection with the incident. Visually impaired individuals joined the ongoing relay hunger strike today, organized by the Uripok Nupi Apunbalub Unal and Uripok Apunbalub Ulawal, demanding justice for the victims of the Jiribam terror attack carried out by Kuki militants. The strike, held at Uripok Canteen Corner, marked its 31st day today. Protesters argued that the Meitei community's fundamental right to live, as guaranteed by the Indian Constitution, has been stripped away. They also called for the restoration of peace in Manipur. Supported by numerous local clubs and Myra Paibi groups, the protesters vote to continue their strike until their demands are addressed and justice is served. Now it's time for a short commercial break. Keep watching IS News.
Admission open. Honeycomb Foundation School Mongsangi Bore Makongi English ngani kun mga kuntaruki oina academic session day care dagi class 3 fawgi oina admission to bahujare. School asi qualified amani train to roboza singna angang singna tunggia sa uhanduna takpi tambiri. Pizari ba kudong saba singa dudi mama pa sap mana ba angang ani na traga masidagi helabadi ani suba angang gi oina sada contra discount pizari aduga ahum suba angang gi oina free admission pizari. Loina na relief camp na traga irang na sokalaba mafam singi damaktadi free admission pizari. Van service jahi ga sana raba sanaport Ningtina sentence hazilaba classroom sing loina na CCTV camera January kun English ngani kun mga fawagi manungda admission tawrabadi sada yankay discount pizari akagnaba seat khaktani kudong saba silobi ho ngasi mag office ta laktuna tanabi ho office hour 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Welcome back. You're watching IS Primetime English News. Condemning the bomb threat placed at the residence of Tokchom Shankar, a special contractor from Kairang Makalekai, women from the locality staged a sit-in protest today at Kairang, Imphal East. The discovery of a hand grenade planted by unknown miscreants at Shankar's residence has left the community in shock, as such violence has never occurred in the area before. The bomb was reportedly placed at the contractor's residence under the jurisdiction of Haingang Police Station early yesterday morning. While police have initiated an investigation, no arrests have been made so far. The motive behind the attack remains unclear, and authorities are continuing their inquiries to identify those responsible for the incident. Speaking to media, one of the protesters, Kulam Veronica, expressed that the incident has caused widespread fear, anxiety, and distress among the residents. She firmly rejected the use of violence and threats to resolve conflicts or achieve any objectives. She stated that planting a bomb is not only a criminal act, but a direct threat to the safety, security, and well-being of innocent people. Such acts of terror, she emphasized, have no place in a society that values peace and human dignity. The protester further called on the armed groups suspected of being involved in such activities to halt their destructive actions. She urged those responsible to adopt peaceful and lawful means to address grievances and work towards resolving differences through dialogue, mutual understanding and respect.
Tamo Shankar kita thukuni tamo Shankar gi yum masina mukoi na bom thamram base ekoi tairang makha gi oina makhali kai gi oina bithoi sang yaw no yaning de habedi mafam asida ekoi nupi angang map sallaga leibini kairoi lega ekoi lu masina nanang la leibini aduda asigumba akki tuchungba thongdo asi thoganba haibse ekoi thoi sang yaw no yaning de matung manauda asigumba thokpidana basu appeal tawjari.
The Relief Camp Committee of Utlo Sajor and its inmates are mourning the sudden demise of IDP Ahong Shangbam Inaupi Maitei, age 54, from Apokpa, Akin. Inaupi Maitei had been displaced from Torbung Bangla nearly 2 years ago due to ongoing violence and had been residing at the prefabricated house relief camp in Utlo Sajor. Led by co-convener of the Relief Camp Committee, Thaunau Jambijen Maitei, the camp held a 2-minute silence in honor of the deceased, praying for the peaceful rest of his soul. The premiere of the documentary film The Legacy of 4 Generations, based on the generational tree of the renowned artist late Rajkumar Chandrajit Sanal, popularly known as RKCS, was held today at Lovers Paradise Film Industries, Kakwa Makha, Boroi Makong. The film, produced by Jit Neo Films, was directed by T.H. Devendra and has a duration of 37 minutes. It showcases some of RKCS' famous paintings, including Anglo-Manipur War and 7 Years Devastation, among others. Speaking at the event, Director T.H. Devendra expressed that the documentary aims to highlight the rich legacy of RKCS and his significant contributions to the art world. He emphasized the importance of preserving and promoting the cultural heritage of Manipur through such projects, adding that the film was a tribute to the artist's life and work.
Jiki artist ma'am jika khetna bakar le kai no haida mana asai ki tawmi ba magi working je mana history da asai mana khut tharami ba se mase atang bani haitai koina wari lek tabudi awalan gi wari taraga su ayek pa ma leitabani na akoina maduda sagat pato awaba mo igataba adubu mana asagi mana jemi basi awalan da nate asai Anglo Manipur War adagi Farsi tawgiba adagi maja egimel tawgiba lai mayam sina akoida tungi mirosida makeup to on ba haitare.
The All Manipur Students Guardians Organization, AMSGO, has accused the Manipur government of mismanagement in appointing the chairman of the Board of Secondary Education Manipur Boston, causing an administrative crisis. AMSGO General Secretary Sumati Saugrakpam, in a release, stated that despite a notification issued on October 24 to appoint a new chairman, the government delayed the process. On December 6, the government reappointed Akam Joykumar as chairman on deputation by passing necessary rules, including the no objection certificate NOC from his parent department. This led to protests from BOSM staff, who launched a pen-down strike, and opposition from student organizations, including the SAM. AMSGO criticized the deployment of CRPF at the BOSM office and urged the government to resolve the issue swiftly to avoid disruption to the upcoming Class 10 examinations, warning that failure to act could harm students' futures. A carnival organized by the Naga Students Union Chandal and SUC was kicked off today at Women's Market, Jaffau Bazaar in Chandal with the motive to help the denizens of the district with better shopping for Christmas. The special event with 54 stalls was inaugurated by Chairman Jaffau Bazaar Board and Chairman of Maha Area Chief Association J.S. Angam Anal, while Pastor of Silong Anal Baptist Church Reverend Dr. Runglal Danish prayed and blessed the carnival. President of NSUC Runglar Eli Anal said the motive behind the carnival was to provide the denizens of Chandal with fun and discounted shopping during this Christmas season. Besides shopping, they can also try their luck at various games and win prizes too, he added. The stalls range from clothes, Christmas decorations items, food stalls, gaming stalls, and others. With the Christmas season here, shopping for the celebration is one of the most important events for the Christian majority district of Chandal. Hence, all the items are the stalls of the carnival to be held till December 23rd are at discounted rates to attract customers. The indigenous Aimol community of Manipur is set to celebrate its 100 years of Christianity on December 17 and 18 at the Aimol Ngairong Village ABA head office near Palel in Technopole district. The Aimol Christian Centenary Committee ABA has appealed to the general public to refrain from imposing or calling for any type of bans or blockades during these 2 days of celebration. The centenary celebration will see participation from all churches under the ABA located across various districts of Manipur and will be attended by various personalities, VIPs, dignitaries, and well-wishers. The committee expressed its gratitude in advance for the cooperation of the public and urged the people of the state to support the peaceful observance of this momentous occasion. The Aimol Christian Centenary Committee reiterated its appeal for no bans during the event to ensure the success and smooth conduct of the celebrations. The second Northeast India Film Festival NEIFF 2025 was officially announced at a press conference held today at the DIPR Auditorium. The festival, organized by Thona, Manipur in collaboration with Film Forum Manipur and the Department of Information and Public Relations, will be held from February 12 to 16 at Tantapolis Cinema, Lamphil. It is sponsored by the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting and the National Film Development Corporation. Chairman of the organizing committee, Y. Nilachandra Singh, shared that the festival will feature both feature and non-feature films, expanding on the previous edition, which focused solely on feature films. The festival aims to showcase the cinematic talent from the 8 northeastern states, with over 25 films expected to be screened. Film entries are now open, with the submission deadline set for January 15, 2025. Award categories include Best Feature Film, Best Director, and Best Non-Feature Film, among others. The 46th Battalion of Assam Rifles, under the aegis of the 28th Sector Assam Rifles, in collaboration with the Southeastern Sporting Union SESU, Kakching Sumak Lekai, organized a veterinary aid camp at SESU ground in Kakching Sumak Lekai today. The camp provided free treatment and medicines, including anti-rabies vaccinations, neutering, and spraying, benefiting as many as 100 domestic animals from the local area. The veterinary camp was part of the ongoing efforts by the Assam Rifles to foster positive relations with the community and contribute to the welfare of both people and animals. The initiative received widespread appreciation from the public, who commended the Assam Rifles for their support in improving the health and well-being of domestic animals in the region. In a major crackdown against drug, the Assam Rifles, in collaboration with the Excise and Narcotics Department, Champhai recovered heroin number 4, valued at 15.24 lakh rupees, and apprehended one individual during an operation in Jote, Champhai district yesterday. It is reported that the operation was conducted based on specific intelligence inputs. The apprehended individual has been identified as Lal Rai Puyai, age 28 years, a resident of Jotlang. The seized consignment and the accused have been handed over to the Excise and Narcotics Department, Champhai, for further legal action. Before we end, the headlines once again. And Biren Singh condemns brutal killing of 2 migrant workers in country. Confirms arrest of 7 militants and announces ex gratia. Manipur Chief Minister and Biren Singh leads Vijay Diwas tributes, says misinformation to central leaders delayed the necessary actions to resolve Manipur crisis. Manipur Speaker Thokchom Saithabatra expresses hope for positive response from Home Minister Amit Shah to curb Manipur violence. Kokobi Women's Wing serves 24-hour ultimatum for legal action against police commando in village volunteer killing. Demands unconditional release of arrested volunteers. Mayra Paibi in Sabunko confiscate and seize a place large quantity of pan masala and tobacco products brought in through trucks. Police recover remaining stock. And visually impaired individual joined 31st day of relay hunger strike in Uripok led by Unal and Wall demanding justice for Julibam terror attack and restoration of peace in Manipur. That's all we have in this bulletin. Next we have IS Primetime Manipuri News at 9 p.m. Till then, good night.